Hello, Grand Thumb here, and I decided to do a quick tutorial on how to upload your World of Tanks replays to YouTube. Seen a handful of questions on the forums about how to do this, and this is probably the easiest way to quickly demonstrate. So, you basically have four steps. First step, obviously, enable capture replays in World of Tanks. The second step is to actually capture the replay. The third step is to convert or compress that capture. And then the fourth step is to upload to YouTube. So understand that when you have that replay enabled in World of Tanks, that replay file that it's creating is not in a video file. When you double click on that file, it launches the game. So if we go here into Windows Explorer, go into Games, World of Tanks, Replays. Here's where all your replays live. Notice they're only about, they're all less than a meg in size. What I've started doing is with each patch, if I have a match, it's a keeper, a match that I want to keep, I create a new folder for each patch, and I go in here and I make a copy of that replay in here. So what you do, once you have your replay in the replay folder, you launch your capture software. In this case, I'm using Fraps. There's other software out there like Bandicam, I think, is one, and there's a couple others that are free. Fraps, if you get the trial version of Fraps, it only allows you to record 30-second videos. So keep that in mind. If you want to record an entire World of Tanks match, you're going to need the full licensed copy of it. So anyway, with Fraps running, you can leave it like this, or it can be minimized. The F9 key, that's my capture hotkey. So what I do is I'll double click on a replay. It'll load up the replay in the World of Tanks engine. When I get to a point in the replay, like the start of the match where I want to start the recording, I hit the F9 key on my keyboard. Let the match go. When the match reaches the end, I hit the F9 key again to turn the replay off. When I do that, if I go to my Fraps folder, in the Movies folder, I now have the video of the replay. Basically what I've captured from the World of Tanks replay is now here. It's sitting as a video clip or a AVI file, and this is an actual multimedia file. If I double click on this, it'll open up in Windows Media Player and start playing the match. And so this is an actual video file. The problem with this file is that it's 15 gigs in size. With 15 gigs, it's too large to upload to YouTube. It would take days, if not weeks, to upload a 15 gig file to YouTube, if they would even accept that. And if you have a collection of these raw video files, eventually you'll run out of hard drive space. So what we need to do is convert this into something more manageable, or compress it. For Windows, Microsoft has a free movie editor called Movie Maker. If you download that and install it, once it's installed on your system, when you right click on this video file, go to Open With, one of the options will be Movie Maker. So you click Movie Maker, and this is the editing software. Now, you can learn more about how to use video editing software, and you can do all kinds of video editing stuff. But for the purposes of this tutorial, our main goal is to just get this replay in some kind of manageable state so we can upload it to YouTube. So really all we have to do from here is compress it. And we can do that by clicking here and go to Save Movie, and then we just choose an option. We've got, I use this option here. It basically converts it into a 720p format. And I'm not actually going to do it here because after you click it, you give it a name and you click Save, it actually goes through and converts or compresses this video. Depending on how powerful your computer, it may be longer or slower. With my system, it takes an average of 20 minutes or so to compress one of these World of Tank videos. But anyway, let's assume I click save, and then let's assume that it finished. When it finishes, it tells you. I can then exit out of here, go to the location where I save these on my E drive. I created a folder called Movies, and here they are. That video that I had open is this one, that T1 video. Notice that it is now 300 megs, so it converted a 15 gig video into just over 300 megs. And I chose MP4 video. Your video editing software, you could convert it into DivX if you have the codecs or whatever, but I just go with MP4. So this is the file that I would actually upload to YouTube. So from here, it's just a matter of logging on to YouTube and selecting upload video and point it to this particular file, and boom, that's it, done. It takes about 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, to upload the video to YouTube, and there you go. Now you got the video on YouTube. So that's pretty much it. I think what gets a lot of people who have never done anything like this is that they, one, don't realize they need to enable this capture, and two, I think I've seen on some forums where some people were confused and thought that these actual World of Tank replay files were video files, and they're not video files. This is just basically a recording of all the movements and everything that took place in the match, and it just replays this information using the World of Tanks game engine. So this is a record of movement per se, but it's not a video file. So this cannot be uploaded to YouTube. So I think that's what gets a lot of people. You have to use some kind of capture software. I'm using Fraps. Like I said, there's others out there. You have to capture it into a video format, and then once you've got that video format, you got to get it into some kind of manageable size, and that's where your movie editing or video editing software comes from. So anyway, I hope that answers some questions and helps get some people pointed in the right directions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and otherwise, happy recording.